Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7 out today. Got some more update content for you guys. Epic 7 just dropped a huge batch of news through the Maroon Express mail, where she was actually surprisingly missing from this one, but two developers took her place and they dropped a bombshell of information on us, which we will cover in today's video. If you want timestamps, they're going to be down below in the video, so you can check them out to jump to any relevant parts here, but I'm going to try to keep everything short and sweet. But before we begin, a code for you to redeem here, the E7 October rewards here. If you want to copy that code, it's going to be in the pinned comments along with the link directly to the Epic 7 code redemption site. So go ahead and snag yourself 1,000 energy and 7 of the equipment, accessory, and artifact charms. Anyway, now let's go ahead and dive right into the news. Starting off here with some guild updates, there is going to be a Guild War tournament that's going to be starting on October 27th, where the top 32 guilds across all servers are going to be participating. Now, we, the common folks here, aren't going to be able to participate in this unless you're in one of those top 32 guilds, in which case we have a prediction event that we can participate in, where we get to vote on which guild is going to be winning, or make predictions about it. We get some points for that, and then we can exchange it in a shop, which is wonderful because they contain high value items like Molagoras and Galaxy bookmarks. We also are getting, everyone is getting a free lobby revamp for the guild, which is actually amazing. Makes the guilds look so much better, and you get to see a lot more members as well, not just in that little round conference table, right, that we've all been accustomed to over the years. So that's wonderful news. So next up, they introduced something called the Phantasmal Barrier. This is going to be a new tiled side story that they're going to release, and if you've been playing for a while, in the last year, they did release a Young Senya side story where we got to run around a map, collect goodies, find chests, and progress through a story in a more interactive manner. Now what they're going to do here is improve the visibility of the map by allowing us to scroll around freely and not have limited vision of everything, which should have been there to begin with. And they're also giving us free reign in movement as well, where you can go around, scroll around the map, click on wherever you want to go, and then you will proceed to walk in that direction. And of course, mid-movement, they're allowing you to change where you want to go as well, so you don't have to click all the way across the map, wait for your character to get there, and then click somewhere else, right? You can scroll around and freely click as you go, kind of like playing a MOBA of sorts. Now, the other great thing about this is that they're adding in teleportals, what they're calling memory makers, for you to kind of, once you reach checkpoints and need to go back to those regions of the map, you don't have to walk there and wait for your character to walk. They're valuing our time, thankfully, and allowing us to teleport straight there. In conjunction with this event, we're also going to get Sharoon's Petal Exchange event, where every single day from October 27th until December 4th, we're going to get 120 energy and 2 spectral cores every single day gifted to us. That is going to be incredible for all the farming that we're going to be doing, because in this event you're going to be farming for currency and then using that currency to exchange for even more goodies. That's right, not only are there 5-star hero books and artifact books, but you also will get a 5-star fully decked selector. You definitely don't want to miss out. Next up, we have the class summon. The next class summon is actually going to be coming on October 23rd, and it is going to be the Thief Summon. They've actually just created a whole new limited artifact here called Master of the Nightmare. This, at first glance, looks really similar to RNL and how it functions. You get anywhere from between 10 to 20% attack on your artifact, depending on level. At plus 15, it's going to be 15%. And on a basic skill, you get a 20 to 40% chance to proc an extra turn. So that is actually really, really nice. And of course, at plus 15 with a single copy of the artifact, you're sitting at a 30% chance, right? So in a 1 in 3 chance approximately of getting this to proc. This is really good on certain units. I can definitely see this being good on a unit like Sid, for example. People were theorizing Spirit Eye Celine, but I don't think you really want to take extra turns with Spirit Eye Celine. She's probably better on Dust Devil if you're trying to go for that type of, double attack sort of play. Anyway, moving on here, the Master of the Nightmare artifact is going to be much easier to obtain than other limited artifacts or any other artifact we've had in the past, because they're introducing an artifact pity system, where after 120 summons and after 240 summons, you're guaranteed a copy of the artifact. They've also kind of added in a little bonus, redemption for using your bookmarks here. You get to every 30 to 40 summons, approximately, it scales as you summon more, you will be able to get a few bookmarks back, essentially, right? That's pretty nice to help encourage you to summon more and get you a little bit closer to hitting that pity. Hopefully they bring something like this to future class summons. They might be just rolling it out and testing it with this current one, but I'm really hoping that this goes into other limited banners as well, so that people who want artifacts don't have to spend egregious amounts of money buying bookmarks, but maybe, then again, that's what they want. So, who knows? But it is good to see for this class summon at the very least. The artifact itself seems pretty decent, and I can definitely see certain units being able to utilize it pretty well. Next up, we have the quality of life updates here, where we actually get a whole ton of filters. Just not to go into too much detail on each one, we have equipment filters where you can sort units by sets equipped. So if you go for counter set and then filter, it'll show you all your units equipped with counter set. That's actually really, really nice, and I've been wanting that for quite a while now. There's also sorting by effects, and they added this normal filter, so now you can sort by units who actually don't inflict buffs or debuffs to the characters that are out there. They're also introducing a substat filter as well, where you can select multiple substats and it will filter out gears that have at least 2 of the substats that you've chosen. So this is really nice if you're manually gearing units and you're just trying to filter through your hundreds and hundreds of pieces of gear. Yeah, this is going to be incredible to see, and obviously you can sort them as well from like least smallest stat to like largest stat and all that in between. The next thing that they have is a recommended artifacts list as well. So when you go to your artifacts here, it will be based on player data, so everyone across the E7 servers, and how and who they equip those artifacts to. This will help a lot of new players out, and also players who might have artifacts laying around they don't really know who to give to. You'll have a place that's, decent at the very least. At the very minimum, you'll have a unit that's going to be equipped with something that they can utilize decently. And then moving on, we got some, well, upcoming characters, because what's an E7 update without some previews, right? Now, they don't really have any full previews for us just yet, but looking ahead into November, we see Saria is potentially on the horizon coming out from Assyria and her background, right? So she's going to be an elf, and her design looks pretty cool, but she's going to get a side story, and it looks like she's probably going to be an RGB unit that's going to be released, just a normal one, not limited or anything of that sort, from what we can tell. On the topic of new characters, we're also going to be getting Season 3 of Nadalon Academy. And I know you guys out there who love these Moonlight Theaters, you're like, why Nadalon Academy? There's so many other side stories we want to conclude. And the good news is, they're going to be working on concluding all of the other side stories before creating a new one. Now, this Nadalon Academy Season 3 is actually going to be its finale. And we're going to be introduced to School Nurse Yulha, who is going to be the next ML5 unit that is going to be out for us to pull for. We don't really know much about her, but honestly, just at a glimpse, she kind of looks like Flan to me, and her animation also kind of reminds me of Flan for some reason, until you get to the very end, in which case you're like, oh yeah, that's Yulha. That's definitely Yulha right there. And on top of that, we're also going to be getting a new limited RGB unit that's going to be dropping, Swift Rider Sigrid. Now, this Sigrid is the one that won the art contest, and she doesn't really look like Sigrid, but then again, Yulha not really looking like Yulha, and, so on and so forth for some of the other characters in the side story. It's all good, right? She does look cool though, and I kind of like the aesthetic, honestly. It's kind of nice. We'll see how she blends in with everything story-wise, and we'll see what her kit is going to do as well. Kind of excited to see. But keep in mind, there's also going to be another Bibulus that's later going to be released down the line. I believe she also won something and is getting an alternate version. But Bibulus being a limited unit, it might be a little bit more difficult to get imprints for her. Moving on, we also have Sealed Eye Surin. Her design honestly reminds me of Rika from the Trinibio series. I think it's called like Love, Trinibio, and Delusions is like the English name for this series. Yeah, it's really funny, but she does definitely look a little bit more aggressive than Rika does, so that is fun to see. Anyway, Sealed Eye Surin, all these units are going to be currently in their early design stages. You can see that they have concept arts and drawings and things, and it looks really cool. Can't wait to see what they're like, and if you want to stick around and see me cover all of those units and their kits with first impressions and pulling for them hopefully and then using them in RTA, then do be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. Anyway, last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about the final thing here, which is the Orbis Gladiatorum. I don't even know if I said that correctly. I don't even know if that's a real word, but yeah, November 20th is when we are going to be able to engage with this content in the preliminaries of this content. The real version of this is going to be rolling out in February of 2026. Now, this is going to be a PvE content for us to enjoy. It's going to be very similar to Arena, where you're kind of fighting other players like defense teams, so to speak, right? And the interesting thing about this is that when you're fighting your opponent's defense team, you don't actually, I don't think you use your own units. They actually give you like predetermined like rosters to choose units from, to strategize with, and to overcome your opponent, right? Now, this is also going to be enhanced with this thing called tactical devices, and you will have them to choose from to take into the fight, but your opponent's defense teams will also have them, and so you'll need to strategize not only with the units, but also with these tactical devices on top. I don't know how that's going to play out. It seems like it's just Arena with extra steps, little extra frills attached to spice things up. Probably it's just so that not everyone has the same exact defenses over and over and over again like we see in normal Arena. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely be checking that out and hopefully making a little mini-series if you guys enjoy the mode. But yeah, we'll just have to see more details on that when it gets fully released. Anyway, with that being said though, guys, there's going to be a full roadmap getting released in December, but we have no details on that just yet. But yeah, that's going to be it for the entirety of the Maroon Mail update. If you guys enjoyed this video, like the shortness, sweetness, conciseness of everything, please do leave a like. It does help me out a ton. And let me know what you think of these updates in the comments down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.